Here's what people think they know about lead routing in marine dealerships. They think that a simple round-robin system works fine, like a conveyor belt where every new lead goes to the next rep in line. They're wrong. That method ignores geography and workload. It's not just inefficient, it's actively destroying sales. This is Marine Dealership Marketing, the show about systematic marketing that actually works. I'm Mikey, and today we're going to talk about routing logic that actually reflects reality. The core idea here is simple but brutal. You can't just assign leads randomly or in rotation because it doesn't reflect how the real world works. Your reps have to drive somewhere to meet a buyer, and they can only handle so many conversations at once. If you route a lead to someone who's already overloaded or too far away, you lose time, you lose momentum, and you probably lose the sale. Let's say you get a hot lead from a customer in Orlando. A round-robin system might send them to a rep in Tampa who's already juggling 10 calls and has to drive an hour just to show the boat. The buyer loses patience, the rep gets frustrated, and your system just moved the bottleneck downstream. You need routing logic that looks at proximity first, then workload. That means nearest store first, and among those stores, the one with the lightest current queue of active leads. Here's how to build it. First, you collect data, lead information, store locations with coordinates, real-time rep availability, and current workload. This needs to come from your CRM, a geolocation service, and your live rep system. The lead information has to include exact location data, not just city names or zip codes. It's not enough to know that someone's in Orlando. Where in Orlando? That matters when calculating how long it'll take a rep to get there. Store locations need full details, including hours of operation and whether the store handles in-person trials at all. Some stores might be strictly for phone consultations or online deals, so they shouldn't even receive leads that require physical meetings. Rep availability has to be accurate and up to the minute. If a rep is marked as available but they're actually on vacation or stuck in a meeting, sending them a lead is just going to waste time. That's why logging every routing decision matters. It lets you catch these issues before they cost sales. Second, define the rules. The nearest store wins. Then, among those options, go for the rep with the lightest queue. But here's where it gets tricky. What counts as a light queue? Is it under 5 leads? Under 10? These thresholds have to be set based on your actual team size, how long trials take, and your conversion goals. Too tight and you're just shoving reps into overload. Too loose and you're still wasting time with unproductive assignments. Third, implement it. You don't just throw this into a spreadsheet or form to email rule. This needs integration between all systems, real-time data flow, not static tables, not one-time setup. That means connecting your CRM to geolocation services and live rep dashboards. If that's not happening, you're not really routing by proximity or workload, you're guessing. Fourth, log every single routing decision. That's how you audit your system and catch problems before they cost sales. You need to know if a rep was marked as available but was on vacation when a lead came in, or if a lead went to the wrong store because a rule broke. Logging helps you track what happens to each lead so you can see where failures occur and fix them. Fifth, test it. Don't wait for perfection. A rough rule that gets you the right answer most of the time beats a perfect plan sitting in a spec document for 6 months. Test with edge cases. What if someone calls from a remote area? What happens when a rep suddenly gets a big call? Set up scenarios and watch how your system reacts. Sixth, monitor performance. Track response times, conversion rates, rep utilization, and customer feedback. What's working, what's not? You should be checking these metrics weekly or even daily if you're serious about keeping things running smoothly. If leads take too long to get assigned, that's a sign the system isn't optimizing correctly. And finally, keep improving. Audit regularly, gather input from reps and customers, run A or B tests, scale with your needs. This isn't a one-time thing. It's infrastructure. The better you get at routing, the more leads you convert, and the less time your team spends chasing down broken systems. The one rule that matters: route leads by proximity first, then workload. That's it. It's simple, but it stops the bottleneck from forming in the wrong place. Here are the mistakes people make. They treat routing complexity like an excuse to delay shipping it. You don't wait for a perfect system. You build something that works now, then optimize over time. That means accepting that your first version might not be ideal, but it still has to work better than rotation or guesswork. They try to do it with spreadsheets or form rules. It doesn't work at scale. Real-time data changes by the hour. If you're using spreadsheets, someone has to update them manually every few minutes, which is impossible. Your reps can't be expected to keep up with that kind of constant change. You need real integration, or you're just guessing. People forget to log routing decisions. Without that audit trail, you can't know if a rep was marked available but on break, or if a lead went to the wrong store because a rule broke. Logging is essential for catching failures early, so you don't keep shipping leads into dead ends. They don't test enough. No testing means you ship a system that fails in real-world situations. That's how you lose leads, and that's how you lose money. Testing isn't optional. It's part of building a reliable engine. And they don't see routing as infrastructure. It's not a nice-to-have. It's critical for converting leads into sales. You need to invest properly in it because one missed lead can cost you thousands. Routing logic that reflects reality means routing by proximity and workload, not rotation, not guesswork. It's about getting the right rep to the right lead at the right time. If this one rule earned its place in your system, the full process is inside the course at learn.mikey.ai. I'm Mikey. Go route smarter.